Can we get some apples in chat, because we have lots of bananas and I just want to test that the stream is capturing the right Minecraft. You should see me looking at you if it's the right Minecraft. I should have said that before I asked for apples. That's the first derp of the stream. Well done me. Off to a great start, obviously. We do have apples. I'm sure some people will be telling me very soon that I've got everything wrong and I'm a complete failure and I should quit Twitch and YouTube. Mert, sorry to hear that you're sad. Hopefully this stream will cheer you up. And Ghostly Charlie, I'm glad that you can see me. Excellent. Excellent. Let's not worry about that. Whoa, what? What's going on over there? Is that top secret? No, surely not. Surely not. So I've been doing some building in here and I'm starting to get like a sense of where this build is going. And I kind of wanted to bring you in on all of it. Actually done a ton of stuff already though. In here you'll see, you know, the results of failed experiments. When we go one block lower than this... Sorry. Oh, painful death. When we go one block lower than that, the villagers don't jump out of these beds, which is something that I learned. So this is why I'm doing it all in creative as always first. It's the way to figure stuff out. So it's the height of the glass here they can't jump down to. So I can have blocks like that. I'll tell you what I haven't tested though. I haven't tested if carpet would make a difference. Surely not. Surely a little bit of carpet wouldn't allow them to jump down. Hey, where'd that carpet go? So yeah, if things aren't clear, if you're wondering what's going on, we're not playing survival Minecraft at the moment, and we might not be for this stream. I am figuring out how I'm going to build my iron tower, which is the next tower that I want to build. And I just feel like playing in creative and doing some designing today, you know? So that's the purpose of the stream. It is indeed. Right, so what I need to do is time set 18, 1, 2, 3, and it's night time. They seem to stay in there. Then we set it to 6, 1, 2, 3. It's not a proper test, but you know, as soon as I put a block here, they tend to like jump down. Let's see if we can get one of them to demonstrate that. Let's do the same test again. Right, they go to bed. We'll leave the carpet here for now, and we'll hope for the best. And I'm going to do a little bit of yeah, that glass won't be there in the end. Right, so opinions to all of y'all on the creative building. I was half expecting to see some people in the chat be like, oh, it's not survival, I'm out of here. So make your voices heard, you know. I need to know if you exist. Hi Asuma, how you doing? Says Typex. I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Did I already do this bit? Probably. It's all good, says Winnie. I'm glad you think it's good. I know that most of you are reasonable out there, are cool with it. Otherwise you wouldn't have tuned in. Talbar says I'm just here for the derps. Unfortunately, there probably ain't going to be too many of those because there's an undo. You know, it's very easy just to play and hit undo. Thing is though, I've just kind of forgotten what I counted. 3, that's 9, 11. So I expanded by 9, that gives us 10. So with the walls commands, we shall set it to white, concrete, just like that. That is the next part of the shape that we're building. So, noises in the ear. Let's get on these, okay? Winnie T4 tier for 25 months. Incredible. Thank you, Winnie. You got the mouse pad coming in the post. I reply to your email, by the way. We got Whitecap Gaming, subscribing with Amazon Prime. Dr. Der Yeet is here with a subscription. Yellow Harold for 48 months. 4 years, man. Wouldn't have thought back when I first subscribed. You were like, this guy's a derp. I'll throw him a subscription, but that'll probably be it. GD Warrior 88 with the Prime subscription. Raspberry Beb for 4 months. Lil Storm Roast the Beef. Domin Guegs. Void 1894. Morgan 191098. Yugi M and Orange Monkey all subscribing with the Amazon Prime. We've got Spooky Demons Haunt Me for 2 months. Those spooky demons, stop haunting. Light Bulbs Off and Joseph F. Taylor. and Grays Only Knows. Thank you all for your Prime subscriptions. We've also got RT Moose subscribing with the Prime. They just keep rolling in. Sharp Money 56. Blue Newton Singularity for 2 months. See, they just keep rolling in. It's incredible. Thank you, everyone, for your tremendous support. Thank you to all the peeps tuning in. Be sure to hit the follow button if you're new over here on Twitch. I will be streaming on a regular basis for the foreseeable future, I hope. At least that is my plan. So, over here, we now need to get rid of previous incarnations of my plan here. Let's go with air. Do the same thing again. So, when I did this the first time round, there were just some issues with, like, the shape and how far down it comes, and now I'm kind of figuring it out and doing it all again. Right, so where were we? We got Solornox, Ollie B, Swaggermoo all subscribing. Ty Man has gifted a sub to Mary23 and Valley Ments. Thank you, Ty Man, for gifting subs and supporting our community. Appreciate you doing that. We got Skojo1128 with cheers and bits. Art, or Arl Teasy even, has subscribed. Spare Grissin for 32 months saying sitting in the hospital with meningitis. I am glad I can watch your stream and videos to cheer me up. Dude, I hope you get over it, safe and sound. I don't think you need me to tell you to be extra cautious being in a hospital this time. In these times, I was actually I went for a really long walk yesterday. The longest one I'd done, I think it was about just under 11,000 steps in one go. I really enjoyed it, and my energy had come back to me the last few days. Like, it's weird being under the weather because I feel just a little bit under the weather, but when I come back round, I realise, oh yeah, when I was like getting knackered on the treadmill, it's because I actually have like a fair bit less energy than usual. So now I'm doing this really long walk and I wasn't getting knackered towards the end of it. So now that I'm better, I'm thinking, you know, on Thursday I'm going to try, if I can have the time, try and do 15,000 in one go. I've always wanted to like just like do some crazy walking in my life, and you're never going to get there unless you start. So I'll do 15,000, then maybe next time it'll be like 20,000. Pretty interesting to see how much I can do. Anyway, what I was going to say was be careful in the hospital. Take extra precautions. It is an old thing, actually. It's an old adage, isn't it? That, you know, you go in the hospital to get better, but sometimes you can come out sick because you pick up something from someone else. But I think modern hygiene is maybe a little bit better than that sentiment. Let's do that. So you can see where this is going, right? We kind of need to now clear out some of the trees around here. When I build this in survival, I'll be trying to keep some of them together. So I think the way to go about this is maybe just to focus on this close area around here. Let's go down to that spot. Okay, so this is where things get a little bit tricky for me, but there is an undo. So we can replace jungle leaves with air. There you go. And then jungle logs with air. There you go. Oh, except, yeah. that was part of our farm. Okay, so that's why we have an undo button. And that's why I can't derp today, because I don't have to think anything through. You know, I can just be like, let's see what happens. And then hit undo if it goes wrong. So, you know, derp-free stream. Where are we? Peeps, the support this season of Hermitcraft's been incredible. I can't keep up. Every stream it's just like, whoa, I talk for a little bit, I look over at the side of the screen and there's just 100 new noises to read. Thank you ever so much, everyone. Felion in chat says, yeah, is that because of the Evil X face? We got another Evil X. There's now 2 of them roaming around in chat. Watch out. Be on the alert, peeps, okay? Apparently we've got 4,000 peeps watching. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Let me bring you up to speed. We are doing creative building because when you build on this kind of scale, it really helps to do stuff in creative first. Now, that one over there was kind of a mishmash of figuring out guidelines and doing a fair bit of the figuring out in creative, but doing most of the building in survival. This time, I'm going to pretty much build it all in creative before I build it in survival. Right, anyway, when we expand downwards, we need to reduce the number by 1 every time, and then we need to add our walls of white concrete. It's very, very close. I thought I got it. I tell you what we'll do is we'll take a negative and turn it into a positive. I could come back up here and make this a little bit longer, but maybe what we'll do is we'll make the base a bit different. Now, the one question is, does it look odd? You know, that's so thick there. Like, if we just keep turning our heads, this is a much thicker, bigger project, right? It's thick enough there that I think we can get away with that. I think we can even take it one further. So what we'll do is make this next shape again, and it'll actually intersect our jungle logs, which is not an issue. But then we'll mark where the bottom is, and we'll build a different base for the bottom. That's the way that we'll take a negative and turn it into a positive. So we expand downwards, we do that, and in theory I could maybe... No, not really. Like, I'd want to go in one more time to bring it down to ground level. But what we'll do is we'll treat this right here like it's the bottom of the tower. And we'll put in this base around here. So now we'll start to mess with the design and make it more anchored into the world. And I think that would be a really cool way to go about doing things. I could have used the walls command. Sometimes you'll notice I don't use the commands. It's just, sometimes you just want to place the blocks yourself. That's what I felt like doing right here. Don't call it a derp. Jeez. Alright, let's read some noises in the air. I think that's a great start, and I got a vision for where this is going to go, by the way. You'll see remnants of previous experiments and stuff. And also I got a hot cup of tea. We're 12 minutes in, I could possibly have a sip. So, we got Kit the Cat. No swearing, please. Epic Killer 6456. Dayton Boy. Squidder 123, Antonio 4230 for 22 months. Wow. If time was a currency, what would be the most expensive thing in the world? I think you answered your question. Time, right? Time is the most valuable commodity. You may hear like weird tales of like rich people doing all weird sciencey stuff to try and make them live longer. When you got that much money, the only thing you want to be able to buy that you can't is time, you know. Cow 3432 has subscribed. Fat Scrap for 2 months. Copitaseo 04 for 2 months as well. The Captain Standard is a Kwesi Botti. Grun Garag. Smee 9-star. I'm butchering these names, aren't I? Thank you so much for your Prime subscriptions. We got Dayton Boy saying most people don't know how to say my name. It's that one boy. It really reads as Dayton Free Boy, really. It's that one boy. I don't see the... Okay. D4 isn't really it, but yeah, one boy. I see it now. Oh, apparently we've had a sub bomb in chat. I'm still reading the old noises. Aphelion for 60 months. Evil X in chat. Watch out. Evil Assumer is hanging out. BMO Failure, subscribe with Amazon Prime. WMM Spencer for 12 months. Goldie Face in chat right there. Rainbow Vactor. Dar the Hunter. Blue Neutron Singularity with cheers and bits. Thank you so much. Crowbacks, subscribe with Amazon Prime. Yugi-M's gifting 2 subs to Findeges and Soggy Waffle 950. Thank you so much for supporting our community. It's that one boy has gifted a sub to Chewy Puff 101. Thank you for the support. Sean Haig says, I always miss your stream, but I watch them on Asuma too. But I'm happy I made it now. Awesome to have you with us live today. Talismancer is here for 90 months saying, quick question. Allowing plans that don't always happen how we'd like, are you planning to go back to your Enigmatica world? Ooh, great question. That has been well and truly out of my mind for some time. I know myself pretty well with playing computer games. When like the sparkle of something like kind of disappears, and I forget that, I tend to not be able to get back into it. Like I tend to have to start over with something new. And I was really into that I was really loving it when Season 7 started, and I was so sure that I'd be continuing. I reckon I probably won't, because if I go back into modded again, I'm probably going to want to pick up a new approach now, right? Like, that's the thing. Once a bit of time passes, I'm going to go back into that world, and I'm going to see all the things I would have done differently. So I'd probably look for a new experience. I also think I'd like to play with other people, so I might do something communal, but yeah, unfortunately, I think actually that might be it. Like, I don't even want to think about doing anything else other than streaming Hermitcraft and playing Hermitcraft at the moment. So yeah, it kind of looks like that one might have been put in the can right there. Okay, now that is the template for what we put on top. And here's a little trick we're gonna do. We're gonna put that. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Now, if I grab this, how do I want to do it? I think I want to copy, rotate to 70, run over to the end here and paste. Okay, that looked good. Now I want to rotate 180. Now the thing is, I need to be on the opposite corner, so if I just come over here, bring it up to the same height, which I think is about there, should be all we need. Yep, looks good. So we're going to have like a freeway entrance on this one, and then we're going to do something different on the back. And I'd say so far so good. Now the cone shape is obviously a little bit, what's that about? We're going to have to put more details on this thing, that's for sure. That is... Let's give you a little nudge. In you go, mate. Oi, oi, oi! Let's get rid of the glass here and see what happens. Because the glass that hit this level is bad for villagers, but if iron golems can spawn on the concrete, I've got a problem. Now, I don't know... redstone might invalidate. Let's experiment with putting carpet on top of all of this and see if the iron golem goes to the edge again. That will have to do for now. Is that right that there's a bigger gap here? I think that is, yeah. Okay, where were we? Talismans, thank you so much for the support. We got Phonix Ash 888 for 4 months saying, do you guys ever plan on doing another Hermit pack maybe later in the season? We have no plans set in stone, but you never know with modded. Like, if enough of us want to do it, then it might be a thing that happens, but I can't say for sure either way, really. Ooh, that was a mistake. We need that redstone there. So one of the things I'll have to do is hook up like a redstone switch, which shouldn't be too difficult. Shouldn't be too difficult at all. Right. Now we go and put carpet all over this. And let our iron golems continue to spawn. Okay, we have another sub bomb. I've caught up with the sub bomb. Satoshi is here. Woo! Oh my! Oh jeez. Gifting 50 subs. That is incredible. Thank you so much for your generosity and support of our community here. It is appreciated. And I'll read all of these names. Okay, so if you're hearing your name read out, then it's because you've been gifted a sub. Let's do this. Let's do it right now. Magic Turtle XXX, Gay Merlin, Hastro1, J Cook 786, The Meaty Meatbones, 00 Foster, Alkeo Skloss, Yaycake 2000, Sen Mail Stein D Chi, Random 4269, Aristonata Epista, The Guy 1604, Jojo Chem Jojo, Squashmonger 21, Scruffy Nerfer, Bobby Wasabi 3218. I love Wasabi, by the way. Straw Lips 2, Langhoff 1, Troll Power 1001, Matchy 3107, Erin Smile, The Ninja Boy 77, Vulcan O, Slender Pac-Man, That Todd Kid, Nowsy, Brennap 227, Ciliadiakonos, Hauntaroo, Gobcap, Wolfie21, Pritzy Plays, Unfallible Pony, Carl Loffel 96, Octocatral, IQ is better than Ela, QS Bowl, Anderium, Ivor Tarek, YemBHC, Cactus AP, Dragon MSTR 57, Shredding Pudding, Catatonic 51, Cute Bears, Incinerator King 1, Il Yossiem, and Young Beaded Whale. Also Sock Kid and Brink of Insanity. We have read all the names. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Thank you once again, Isatashi. I appreciate that ever so much. We also have Demetrius Rose subscribing with Amazon Prime. Sally SC343 here with cheers and bits. Thank you so much. We've got Novi XZZ, Noda Clip, MC Ushi, all subscribing. Ardy Moose has gifted a sub to Usual One. Thank you so much for doing that. We've got Nexus3287 gifting subs to Me, My Brooder, Seops came in 2004, and Croak a Dilly. Thank you so much for supporting our community with those gifted subs. Frozen Arctic, 2040 Fraser, Not Writing Row for 38 months, Mew 26061, Lenny Milata, and Andy B GG256, and Asteroid Ice 1129, and Mr. Mar 82. Subscribe with Amazon Prime. Thank you so much. I've literally just caught up on all the noises in my ear. I can barely believe that we've done it. It's an historic occasion, but it has been done. And I'm not seeing any iron golems spawning on the edges here, so that is promising. That is an ongoing test. Wow. That's wearing my voice out. All this talking. What did I expect doing a live stream, eh? X, is there a reason you haven't centered on the iron farm? Yes, because the iron farm is odd. Sorry, even in width, and I want my tower to be odd. Do you think people are more of builder or more redstone player? Which people? You know? I think the majority in Minecraft would be builders. Ran out of CD space. Has subscribed. Thank you ever so much. Appreciate it. Hey, have you ever swore? Says the Flash. I have never swore in my whole life, dude. Oh. It's getting a bit obvious now, isn't it, really? Okay, so we're going to turn our attention away from the ceiling. I'm not really sure what's going to happen up here that much. I had a couple of ideas I was floating around with. But what I would like to do now... Oh yeah, there's that from earlier. Jeez, what was that? Is perhaps investigate the possibility of thinking about considering the potential for the discussion of creating a movement to consider the likelihood that we could conceive to create a committee to establish precedent for doing some building. Oh, whatever. Press Alt F4 for hidden Easter egg. Hey, I love hidden Easter eggs. Let's try it. Alt F4. Alt F4. Nope. Maybe you could give that a try and confirm if it works or not. That didn't work for me. Very strange. Okay, yeah, so I kind of want like some structural thing that comes down and out. But, you know, a small gradient like this, it's basically going to get big really quick. Now that on its own is probably not going to be enough to... Surprisingly not bad at putting something in the middle, but these edges, they just feel... Like, would this look better with something like that going on? Do you think? Like, I think actually maybe, yeah. And would that break anything here? Actually, it would. I would have to then do this, but that's fine. That adds just a little bit, and I think a little bit might be necessary in this case. Now, when we get to this bit here, is there a smarter way of me doing? There probably is, but let's just place the blocks manually. Now what we're doing here is simply just following it block for block to begin with. taking a step back, and you know what? It kind of looks like it could work. But what if we were to then open it up and have it so this actually comes out this way? Then when it gets to here, it gets a little bit bigger, right? Then maybe we expand some space here to put something kind of attached to it. Hey, do you know what I should do? I should just make one of these and then copy it. All of them. Now that is already starting to expand kind of majorly, is the thing. Let's read those noises in the year, because we got Marine Tuck for 7 months saying, when does Patreon run out for joining the server in a new month? Want to get back at it with the peeps. If you sign up for my server, Let's Play Minecraft Together through Patreon, you have to wait to the beginning of the month. That's the Evil X noise, by the way. That's how far we are behind, okay? When that Evil X sound was to come up, I wanted it to startle and alarm everyone, and it's just totally out of sync. Totally out of sync. But Marine Tuck, you can use a Twitch subscription tier 3, or you can use Buycraft through our portal to get onto the server as well, and those options are essentially immediate. So where is this going? How do I feel about this shape? I feel like it's a little bit on the hideous side. And, you know, I got a tree in the way. Yeah, this tree's going to get kicked. It's going to get kicked for existing. Tree, you existed, it was a problem. So how do I want to do this? Let's go about here to about there. So, replace jungle. Leaves of air, bam. And then let's go for log with air, bam. And then at this level, these will all decay now, I believe. Give them a little punching out of the way though. Oh, and there's a log. Now it'll start decaying. So yes, look at that. Don't you think it becomes a little too big? Especially if we were to do it on each side. It might not be nice to have the same height for each section. Elongate the cyan bits. That's a good suggestion there, Sterabas. I appreciate your suggestion, but your suggestion is denied! No. No, that's just me being a goofball. Ignore me being a goofball. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take that. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to expand. Probably 60 is enough. Copy and paste. And then paste again. So, there are several things we might want to do. We might want to... That's all good, yep. We might want to actually space them out a little further. But as you can see, if we space them out a little further, they might come apart at the bottom. But it's a start, and what we'll do, I think, is roll with this concept. So over on this side is drag it down like this. Now, building on the scale, you just couldn't do this in survival unless you like had it all in your head to begin with. Like, this is almost impossible in my mind. Dub IGK has subscribed for 14 months. Sky Shadow 5 with a Prime subscription, and Ravix 24 subscribing with Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much. Appreciate you. Hope you're entertained and having a good time. Mr. Pro Star says, hey, is it still a sub-only chat? Well, you're not a sub and you're typing in chat, so I think you answered your own question. Wow. Okay, so another alternative is for it to not come out, which I don't think I want to do. So what if it just stayed straight all the way down? I think it would look a little bit boring. But maybe not. Maybe that's not like a bad thing at all, actually, if it was just straight all the way down. We need to find out. We need to investigate. We need to place blocks. Blocks need to get placed. Oh, wrong type. Okay. Let's bring this down. So that would create really a quite remarkable. See, when you look at it from the side, it kind of brings the straightness out of the build. I don't know how I feel about this. They're interesting. These shapes. The main thing I feel like is that I'm not going to build something that feels like a tower in real life. So I really need to home in on what feels interesting within, you know, the context of what I can build, if that even makes sense. I must say, I feel like this one's probably more interesting, but it just doesn't come together very well. Now, when you see it at this level here, let's grab like a block that doesn't necessarily have to be the one, but you know, it's got a bit of theme to it. Like, could I fill this all in like this? Would this make any sense? What if there was a little bit of overhang? Now, at this level here, it probably look pretty cool, but as you get lower down, it's probably going to look odder and odder. And in fact, it doesn't really do much. So, add glass so you can see them falling down. That is something I'm not going to do, unfortunately. It's not a bad suggestion, but it's not really a part of my plans for the iron golems. One thing I did want to do was this season was get really creative with how we kill the mobs, but Tango's kind of doing that, and I feel like some of the ideas that he's doing are probably going to be the same that I would do. With the iron golems, I wasn't going to use Ravengers. Oh, you might be stopping other ones from spawning right now, so you need to get out of the radius. Yeah, that's probably far enough. But just in case, a little iron golem boxing. So I had some other ideas as well for how to process mobs and do interesting things with them, but in terms of this tower right here, the design would definitely make it difficult for me to do that. Joe says the corners might be square. We're probably going to do that. I think that's going to work going all the way down, but I'm just sort of focusing on whatever's next. And do you know what I really love? I really love if there are a way for all of you to kind of like... I see so many suggestions, but it's hard to like understand what you mean. Tango does it every season, says Plant. Yeah, that's true. I've got something in mind that I'm just starting to think might not be that interesting to execute, I guess. Like, I had these ideas for like mob processing. I don't want to say too much just in case I figure it out how to do it right later. But it's going to be different from what Tango's doing, but I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up doing the same thing I had in mind at some point. Helen suggests wrapping it round as a spiral. I find spirals really quite challenging. Like, you want to get everything neat and orderly, and then these little like quirks come up as the shape changes. What we'll do is we'll play with the idea a little bit. I can almost tell you straight away I think this ain't gonna go anywhere, but let's say we just started here and went for it. So we come down, and then our first little challenging bit will be where there's a lip. Now, I think what I might do is, let's say we keep it at this level here, and it starts to go back in like that. And very quickly this is going to get costly. And how do you go around the corner here as well? It's okay. Then we come to a... Oh, there's a tree here. Come to a bit of a challenge as all of a sudden, wait a minute, this goes around the corner now, does it? Like that? I gotta say that's not gonna do it for me. No. I reckon if you were good at building spirals, you could probably do something really cool, but I know I'm not very good at that. And I don't see really where that's gonna go. So we'll knock that idea on the head. I need something for this over here, like peeps. What can we add to that solid to make it more interesting? Now, if these were solids and we brought it out at the same time there was a lip, you can see it's pretty much going to have the same feel as being like kind of big and fat. Could I get away with perhaps doing it every second one? Like, this comes all the way down to here, and then it comes out by one. Not sure if I've got that aligned correctly or not, but there we go. How about that? Add another colour maybe, says the Blaster Blade. Yeah, adding other colours is a very good point. We're trying to get the shape together first, but colour will come with it, but colour could be part of the shape. Huge pipes coming down from the ground all the way to the top. So peeps want me to add colours. There's so many ideas. I just feel like I got to get them right one at a time, right? But yeah, let's get rid of some of this. Oh, I could probably just do that, couldn't I? Yeah, just chop it out of the way there. Let's try the same thing again over on this side, right? But this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to space them out. Now what happens when I do a gap of 2? This is what I've got to go down here and figure out, right? So if I move it across by 1, it's going to be there, and then another one here. I might even play around with the idea of it coming down to here and then having that. However, let's just remember that we're going to do this. Oh yeah, look, we're going to need like carpets on the inside and ooh. Oh no, we need to do it. Hang on, what are we doing here then? So we need to do it coming downwards, I think. I'm glad that the creeper doesn't blow up here when you're in creative. There was a time when you'd hit them in creative and they'd blow up. Okay, there we go. It's actually all good now. So now I'm wondering, what does it feel like if it comes in like this here? I feel almost like I want to preserve that. That doesn't feel as nice. It sort of dilutes the shape a little bit. Yeah, I think we're going to go over just by the 1 and keep that little bit together. So we'll try that here. I like the clip corner. Adds depth, says Joe Mama. Yeah. Joy Mama even. Ad Nap, I'm having a good Monday. Thanks for the well wishes. Hope you're having a good one too. I really don't know anything about modern flattish builds. Whoops, says Flattener says. Hey, I always feel like I don't know a thing about building, but it's a process. What you're seeing me do right here when I build is trying shapes, angles, like colour will come into it soon. There's a variety of different ways to look at the build you're trying to create, and you try something and you take a step back and you're like, am I satisfied with this? Now, as I mentioned a moment ago, like I think one of the things that's been difficult for me is realising that I'm not building something that looks realistic. We're building something that kind of needs to follow this and needs to feel... It almost looks like a toy construction set. Like, I don't know, something about it feels like very toyish. Not in a Tango Toontown way, but in a kind of like, I don't know, sort of a kid's, like something that would be a little bit like cars or engineering. You know, the kind of toy that's themed around something IRL that's a little bit more industrial. Lego set, says VG Monster. Yeah, they're like a Lego set toy, right? Feels a little bit like that, which, considering now that we're playing Minecraft and it's a block game, it may just be inherent that you could look at most things through those lenses. But this is building, this is the creative process, and so, you know, I get some comments like, oh dude, your builds are amazing, how do you do it? And I don't really feel like a builder, I feel like someone who just goes through this process. And, you know, maybe it's like that for everyone, or maybe some people have got a bit of a spark where they don't have to think about it as much, it comes more naturally. But if you don't consider yourself a good builder or don't think you're going to be good at building, just realise that behind every good build there's a thought process and you need to just develop your own. That's the way to get good at this kind of stuff, right? Is to practice and to figure it out. Okay, we've got noises in the ear. We got, let's see, Bassett, Twitch, CH, and Tahadi subscribing. We've got Dylan Roper 21 with cheers and bits. Thank you so much, Dylan. Studley Man Cannon, Naliak YT55, Suda City, and Ford Focus 1223 all subscribing. Thank you ever so much. Graphics 97 with a subscription, and Suda City gifting 2 subs to Omerico07 and Salt W, Taffy MC. Thank you ever so much for those gifted subs supporting our community there. Mythical Oreo says Clod. Ah, well, Clod is survival, right? By the way, I've just realised I've been doing this incredibly slow. I should just build one and then copy them, but, you know, hey, it's done. So, I think we're going to go with this, because if nothing else much is coming to mind, and this isn't particularly unsatisfactory, then it's probably a good idea to move forward with what you got. Although I am starting to think... I think actually I'd like them closer together, like we're going to do over here. That can be rather easily arranged, I believe. I can hear a creeper inside, it's kind of alarming. I could change the mode to the difficulty to peaceful, but I'm kind of also experimenting with where the iron golems are spawning, so I'm trying to keep that going. I kind of want to move this over by one now. I tried, and it didn't quite work. So the main problem is just the iron farm, right? So here's what we'll do. Okay, now that's the same all the way down to the bottom, except we got these bits on the outside now. So replace cyan terracotta with air. It gets rid of that. Do the same thing over here. Bam. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Time to mute. Whew. Gogada says, wait, isn't that illegal? What's illegal? What is the it? It's always the it, you know? The it and the that and the then. How am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to know? Okay, so just this bit here. And then I think I got what we want. Let's also check the inside a bit. Can I, by the way, there's no iron golem in there, so it looks like the carpet is good. Can I poke my head in here and have a look? You know, yeah, I don't think I messed anything up on the inside with the cyan. That's nice to see. Okay. So let's put it in on those two sides. By the way, you might notice I'm not like giving any attention to this side. It's because I want to do something different around the back. Okay, so we will take from here. Oh look, I missed a bit to there. Stand here, copy, rotate 180. Let's get rid of this quickly. And must remember not to mess this up. There's the one on the furthest side. It means we come out here and we go. And it should all be in place. Yes. Yes, it is. Let's go set air. Right. Oh yeah, I also want to put that over here, don't I? So if I rotate by 90 and then drop my head in somewhere around here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what have I done? Oh, call him a... Oh no, wait, he's got an undo button. He's got an undo button. Oh, wait. I think I need to do a 180 again. I think that might be the problem. Which would probably mean... Yeah, there you go. That was so sort of on the right side. I just forgot the other bit. Look at them. Derp fiends. I told them. You know, I'm not going to double check. I'm not going to think things through. I got an undo button. Yet they still think it's derping. Oh. Bunch of derp fiends, man. What have I created, eh? What have I created? Kind of looks like it hasn't messed with anything on the inside, which is good. I will need to put carpets and stuff in here. Get out of the way, dude. Get out of the way. Okay. So, we know we're going to do this on all the corners. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Ooh, yeah. I remember. That's going to have to come from the very top. I'm trying to build this in a way where, like, I don't leave, like, loads of mess on the inside and stuff to figure out later. Like, when you rebuild this, you want it to be clean, as opposed to having, like, jankiness everywhere. That can sometimes mess with you a bit. That's pretty slick. I do like that. And it looks very much like a funnel. What do you think, peeps? What are your thoughts so far? World's largest hopper, says Mr. Polymath. You're absolutely right. People like it, yeah? Someone says it looks too tall. It is a little bit. It's very, very high, like coming out of the like the jungle trees around it, right? They don't cover up a lot of it. We might be wise to deliberately grow some extra tall ones around it, just to make it kind of crazy. It looks like a drill, someone says. It does, doesn't it? It looks top heavy. Yeah, it will do. Okay, so we talked about adding colour. Yellow is our other colour in these builds. We can also use honey, potentially. And we just had some noises in the air that I've missed. Let's have a little read before we jump into this. Where are we at? Kakuza1 has subscribed. Dylan Roper21 has subscribed. Thank you to the both of you. We got Elern Ever. Oh, why can I never say your name properly? Can you release Tag 2 Electric Boogaloo on Vanilla Tweaks? I believe after the game is concluded it might get released. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you so much for the donation, I appreciate it. We got Odissa Bebe, which is a bit saying, what would you say is the criteria for joining Hermitcraft? Much love. It's a bit like Fight Club, right? Rule number 1 is, you know, don't ask. That might sound a bit weird, but like it's not a place. It's hard. It's always hard to describe this, but look, Hermitcraft is a very full group, and we're not really looking to recruit. And when we look to recruit, we don't look for people who are asking to join, essentially, right? You know, we would. It would either be someone knows, or like a talented Minecrafter or YouTuber that we like. It's not really about someone asking to join and then joining. Tuxaban says, make your own Hermitcraft. You may be the next Hermitcraft. Yes, that's the advice I always say. Like, you know, make your own community, make your own Hermitcraft. This is full. I get emails all the time from people asking to join, and it's just it's one of those things, like, how do you say, like, that's not how it works, you know? I just had a bit of an idea, like, well, maybe here. Give them, like, little wings. Maybe not quite like that. Actually, I quite like that. That's like a weird little accent to give it. Also, there's like, what do I want to put in the middle? I can't help but feel like some sort of lighting or something drifting down. Oh, do you know what? We also got iron blocks. I think I'm going to end up using the iron blocks around the back, but where would they go? There's such a, like, an endless, like, world of possibilities. And the weird thing with this build is that, like, I don't really have a vision of what I'm trying to build. It's just like, throw stuff down and say, hey, does it look alright? It's probably important that your build tells a story. And I don't have a story to tell is my unfortunate problem. What we'll do is we'll drift around to different bits and try different things. Like, what happens when we add, like, a lip of iron blocks? And what's that doing and what's it trying to convey? Not a lot, really. I don't know. I think the idea with the little terracotta was pretty cool. So let's say we go down to this level and we kind of replicate it a bit. And I think we'll get rid of this experimentation for now. So this one will have 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, look where it is as well. Is that adding or subtracting from this build? Quite a few people are saying it's adding. That's interesting. I think what would make it look better actually is something a bit more universal to each. Like, if it always goes one close, right? I feel like that way it's got a bit more structure to it. It's a bit more uniform, and it will translate better on each floor. And I wonder, if they were iron blocks, would they even look structural? Like, would they look like they're doing some sort of holding up of the building, so to speak, right? And down at this level, it's just the one. Although then that's kind of weird, because all the other ones had that little lip at the top, right? Actually, I really quite like that. Let's go and put it in at this level as well. Lots of good comments I see in chat. That's great. And by the way, we've got 4,500 peeps watching. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying something a little bit different, doing some creative building. Be sure to hit the follow button if you're enjoying it. If you haven't hit it before, get notified of when I go live, doing regular streams and all that. Spangleboo, the one and only, is here for 33 months. Incredible. Roboy1606 with the Prime subscription. Mr. Stu is here for 9 months. Twitch baby time. Starting a large family. I like it. Thank you ever so much. So now what we're going to do is replace our yellow terracotta with iron blocks. Now that doesn't really do a lot, does it? So we'll undo that. You should connect all the yellow terracotta together. You think? I don't know. I think the separation actually kind of adds a lot to it. Some people are saying honey. The problem with honey is that it's transparent. So then you have to go and add something behind it, which light behind it would be really good. Now, one of the things I like the idea of was like having sort of that when you look at it from this angle, but it doesn't really work at the top. So I think we're going to keep it like that. That corner's looking terrific. I think I could go with that, but I do think I preferred preferred it when they were more wing-like. Is there a way we could do just a bit of that? Does this make much sense? No, funny enough. You need light inside so honey will be okay. Depends where I put it. Yeah, you got a point actually. I can get away with using it in certain places, but there will be places where it interferes with stuff is the problem. Some people are saying it looks better though. You think? I believe we might be getting raided right now. Let's just double. Yeah, Hypno with the raid. Hypno, thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate it. We're doing some Hermitcraft designing over here. Not actually on Hermitcraft, am I? Jeez. Otis A Bebe is here gifting subs to King Tado 11, Slick Slack Smack, Merc Exists, Jam SSTX, and Dave KK4. Thank you so much for supporting the community. And you've gifted another 5 subs to Pout, Aesthetically Void, Shepherd4711, TTV, Not So Bad, and Stuff Things 1. Incredible. Thank you again for gifting subs and supporting our community. We got CMC Keone, 729, subscribing with Amazon Prime, Ingem Faram, Wooshmaster, Hot Shot Holt, all with Prime subscriptions. Thank you ever so much, peeps. Appreciate it. And of course, we've got Hypno with the raid here. I'm going to revert. I just don't like it as much, to be frank. I'm going to go back to that. And I think it's time to move on from adding colour. These little details here, I think, kind of bring a fair bit. But let's see. You know, we got the shape. We got a little bit of colour brought in. More of that shape is going to be resolved at the bottom of the building. The base, I think, will need to end up being quite big. And maybe I'll copy some of these things around later on off camera, right? We know they're going to be there now. The question is, what are we going to do about this back? Because I was thinking of perhaps, just perhaps, having it come out, it come out like in the other direction, like so. Where it goes in, it goes actually out, and then sort of like we did with the sign at the front a bit ago. Also, if I really did want to mess around with the golem stuff, right, what I could do is have a tube, like a golem elevator here, to bring them up to the top. But it's going to keep the entities alive for a little too long. I think it might be smart to make it like a switch to bring them up here. But then, you know, building a complicated redstone system for this thing, I'm not really sure if I want to do that or not. I guess they could fall into a water stream, and we could make a locking mechanism with lava and water around here. It'd actually probably be a bit lower than this base. Then that mechanism would allow us to either kill the golems, collect the items in hoppers, or send them up. I might also then send the items from the hoppers, the iron, up as well. So that means that a water stream sending up items could deliver the stuff to storage up the top here. And then we could also bring the golems up and kill them in front of you. But you can't kill golems with full damage, so you can't really do anything terribly fun. It would just be a case of, oh look, I can come over here and watch them die. Which is a lot of effort, basically. You've got to ask yourself, is it worth it or not? And if you want to have fun with killing the mobs, it really is just about having fun. Too often do we look at this game through the lens of like, what do we need to achieve? So that's what I need to keep in mind, evaluating what I'm going to do here. Okay, so if I were to expand this back area, let's pull out, we've already got some blocks and stuff here, but let's just pull this out a little bit. We're going to kind of ignore what we've got there. Let's say we use this as our parameter. Then following that, I would probably put these here. So that would actually be our wall, and then we could put whatever we want in the inside. And that would probably be plenty of place for both of those things. A little storage at the top as well. Now, how wide would this thing need to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's probably a good number. I'm actually going to get rid of what I built before around here. To an extent, some of it will go. By the way, we got GS Murph subscribing, Justro has subscribed, and Businessman244 is here with cheers and bits. Thank you ever so much. Appreciate it. We've got Loading Healer 07 subscribing with Amazon Prime as well. Appreciate it. It looks like a breeze could knock it, says Big Mike. That's fine. It's all supposed to be a little bit on the crazy side anyway. So yeah, let's just, what was this again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then that would be there, I guess. So it might end up being a little bit tight. Like if I had an elevator here, there's not much of a room for a contraption. So I'd say actually it probably makes sense to go an extra 2 blocks. So now over here we're looking at having this big bulge sort of come out the back. Okay, and if we visualize it from over here, yeah, it's going to look pretty wacky. It's going to look pretty wacky. But I reckon we can make it work. I reckon we can make it work. Maybe what I could do is speak to Tango and like, maybe we just do one of his old things. Like, what if I put some evokers up here to kill them? You know? Oh, that would make loads of Vexes everywhere. Jeez. Make support beams, says Bloody Bunny. That'll come. That'll come. I do very much feel though like using iron blocks to build with around here. Ironically, I might not really have enough, as the farm has been off for a while, as I thought I had enough. Blazes, says Chaos Lord. Oh, there's an idea. Well, they're pretty easy to control. Oh yeah, you got to do that a bit different, that bit. What I'm not seeing is the blaze attack the golem. But it does get communally angry with it. Interesting. Let's grab, let's grab some glass. Maybe actually this stuff. Oh, where'd it go? That's probably not going to help at all, really. This bit is also a complete pain in the bum. Like, used to be easy to get mobs into minecarts, not so much anymore. It's probably going to hit them through there. Okay, so if I go... Like, are you in the minecart? Let's go ahead and add an additional layer of security here. See, the thing is that the blaze isn't going to attack it to begin with, so if that protects it from the golem, like having an opening... Yeah, don't protect it, it can hit it through. But the golem's got to attack it first, so why would it be angry at it, you know? I'm open to suggestions, peeps. I am open to suggestions. I'll do a little bit of research on the golem, I think, later on. Use pillagers, says Mythical Oreo. Ah. Now they have oh, do you know what's a shame about that? They have a bug where their crossbow uses run out. Yeah, that would work, except the pillager runs out. Huh. Red Skimmer says Johnny. Well, that wouldn't work because it would get too close to the golem. So a ranged creature. Apparently a stray might. Is the skeleton going to do the same thing? Yeah, skeleton goes for it. So does a stray. So could try and kill it with skeletons. And maybe give them powerful bows. I really like that idea. Witches? Yeah, I think getting a skeleton that can pick up items would probably not be too difficult. I've actually got a skeleton farm. I could quite easily create a little redirect chamber for it. Then getting those skeletons all the way up here, though, would probably involve some crazy temporary rails. But I think we might be onto something. Like, has to be a very powerful bow, says Randy. It would, wouldn't it? Shulkers. That'd be a bit crazy. Entity cramming. No, not going to do that. Put the golem in a minecart. Yeah, but having a flow of golems would make that tricky. Yeah, piston crushers, lava, all that kind of stuff, not so interesting, right? Using mobs is what's fun. Now the other thing is the skeleton will, the skeleton would create loads of arrows, so you'd need a way to make them despawn. I can't remember the trick for doing that, but it's got something to do with floating sand, right? A ghast. That would be crazy. They can blow up blocks. Withers. It's probably got to be something ranged, people. Ranged means the golem can't get close to it. Okay, anyway, so we're going to have this big bulky thing over here to bring the iron golems up. And the question is it a bit much, do you think? Now I reckon we're going to use iron like you saw before, but we'll probably have to mix in other things with it. Guardians! Chaos Lords! Ooh! Now you're talking. That could be although it's going to be slow. It's going to be super slow. Then again, you could use lava to bring them down. Oh yeah, you probably want some water, didn't you? Probably want some of that water I've heard about. I really like the idea of using Guardians now. That's super cool. I wonder if it... Well, we can make openings with signs. That would be a start, wouldn't it? Yeah, there's a lot to think about all of a sudden. But that would allow the Guardian out of the water. So the Guardian's going to be in a minecart. You know, let's... Oh, no, wait. It doesn't get aggressive at the... It didn't get aggressive at the golem. You need it to get aggressive at the golem first. Can I get lucky with, like... Ah! You practically moved it, dude. There's a way... I'm going to use a little command. I'm going to go... I've never done this. Well, I should have done this before. I'm going to go try something real quick. Wrong one. Using my browser for a second, peeps. So if I summon a Guardian... Do I summon it riding a minecart? It's riding. Oh wait, it's at the bottom. Right, I think I have to summon a minecart with a Guardian in, so... If I get minecart, passenger, Guardian. Right, let's get that. Okay, that is on my clipboard now. Now we know that that can use its zapper at, like, the player. Oh, it doesn't. Basically, it doesn't attack the Iron Golem, unfortunately. They attack squids. So just to verify, like, yeah, look, it's actually, you can't see it, but it's attacking the squid. Yeah, a lot of people are saying Trident drowns. Tango did that last season. You know, doesn't mean we can't do it, but I would like to find something a little bit more new and original, you know. And if it's not new and original, I don't want to do something that takes a crazy amount of effort either. So maybe we just send the items up here for collection on this side, right? If I did that, we would need something pretty much like as big as that to go all the way down. Let me show you a cool command that's very helpful, right? Let's just go stack that 60 blocks that way. Now, as a small thing, it doesn't look so good, but you could put blocks around it. However, with it being small, those blocks around are really going to kind of mess with the shape. So now what we'll do is we'll make it a 3x3. And then we'll do the same thing again with the stacking. And now it's really quite beefy, and putting extra blocks around it might be a little bit too much. Pufferfish is Big Mike. If you use a mob that the Iron Golem gets next to, the Iron Golem is going to attack it back. There is a possibility with the pufferfish. In fact, a pufferfish in a minecart is a thing. They need water, don't they? So let's get a trapdoor and a water bucket. Let's mess around with this idea just in case there's something to be learned, right? So if I go ahead and I get my pufferfish in here, it's going to be tricky, right? No, does that not work? Well, let's summon our Iron Golem. It didn't seem to do anything to it, did it? Under a carpet, someone says. And it killed it. So that's the problem. What about a different hitbox? It can attack it back. It can attack it back. Interesting. I'll have a look through the wiki later on and mess about with that idea. People want Wither Rose would be a really good one, Evil Glitch, but it would just be a bit lame. It would just be like dropping them onto lava. So, you know, with the pufferfish, we could have built it so that you could see them. Like there was a tank at the front and you could look in. That would be pretty cool. Campfires, interesting. Do they take damage from a campfire? We're doing some Minecraft science now, peeps. They do. But they're not going to take a significant amount, right? Because you need to kill them with some speed. But that, you know, it creates particles, but it could be a way. If you wanted to do something that looked cool, dropping them on the campfires would kind of be fun, wouldn't it? Like having a little chamber and them falling into it. Or them wandering onto it of their own will. Oh, does it burn items? Interesting. Hey, also, the smoke particles could come out the top of the building. No, so we could pick up items very easily with hoppers. Berry bushes, people are now thinking of. If you have a more boring way above, but the people only see the campfire. Oh, also, I'm just going to realise something. If I'm going to use like a water stream, that water stream could come out midway down here. It doesn't actually have to go all the way to the bottom, which would maybe make things a little bit faster, but probably wouldn't suit the build. If you think about it, they're going to go up through a water stream, which will probably be pretty quick, and they're going to fall down, which is pretty fast. So you're looking at saving a couple of seconds. Hoglins in 1.16. Interesting. I'm gonna use that for some farms, that's for sure. But again, people are saying witches. I saw that suggestion earlier. So we can keep the witch away from the iron golem is the idea. Does the witch attack the iron golem on her own will? No. That's a problem. See, the witch doesn't attack it. It gets attacked and it will defend itself. Adnap, I'm aware that these iron golems would be close to the villagers, but it would just slow the farm down a little bit. It would just be for the fun of it. I think what we'll do is we'll focus on the top here, because I might actually abandon the idea of bringing that up. However, I do really want to bring the items up to the top. That I definitely want to do. And I think I would have an absolute headache. Let's have a look. If I tried to bring them up somewhere through here. Like maybe? Oh, not even maybe. Like. Also, who put that glass there? Was that me? How did I do that? Oh, do you know what? When I was copy and pasting and rotating, I think, yeah, I made that by mistake. That should be that. Uh-oh. That's going to make cobble on the lava now, isn't it? Oh no, you can't see the lava. Okay. Anyway. Where are we at? So yeah, there really isn't space here to bring the items up. Unless... it would be very, very tricky. Fox with the sword, says Wobbly Chicken. I don't know how many times I have to say it, but like, if it has to physically attack the iron golem, it's going to get attacked back by the iron golem. It needs to be ranged, right? Or something like maybe that pufferfish, if that had worked out. They don't take full damage. I think I'm just gonna let's get back to building. Like, I got to put a roof on this thing, and I got to wrap up this design before long. So I'll figure out if I'm gonna do the thing on the back or not. I'm quite behind on the noises in the ear. Jeez, it's been like 20 minutes since I last read them. Where did we get to? I'm not actually sure. If I missed anyone, I apologise. Loading Healer 07. James 88555, a Shadow for 5 months, Reggie Rock, Logic Nose here for 4 months. We got sorry, did I read that right? Logic Non for 4 months, JTC 0202, the Mexican Banana, Walking 406. Thank you ever so much. The Buddy 114 for 7 months saying, "Hey X, hope you're doing good during this quarantine." I'm doing fine, man. Thanks for asking. We got Seventh Lake 3021 with cheers and bits, thank you ever so much. Jellyman 2001 is here with a donation saying, "Hey X, been watching since season 2 and recently started getting into some of the streams because of the lockdown. Keep up the great work and thanks for the years of entertainment." I appreciate it, dude, and welcome to the stream. Sounds like you're enjoying them. That's awesome. Doomio Lag is here for 35 months saying, "Did someone already suggest Skeleton Horseman?" I don't think so, but I don't really see. That's the same as having a skeleton, right? Which was a pretty good idea, actually. For people in chat saying evokers create vexes, and if you're close to them, like standing here, you're going to get hurt. Also, we got villagers. I don't want vexes near villagers. I don't know what they do with them. ThinkLink99 has subscribed, and GamerChick is here for 39 months. Thank you ever so much, GamerChick. I appreciate it ever so much. Aetheria and Leo Ayasa, I've definitely butchered that name, have also subscribed. Thank you ever so much, peeps. Appreciate it. Right, question is, how do we build the top of this? We think back to that one over there. I really didn't have a good answer, but this time I think it involves taking our lines of 3 and simply bringing them to the middle. Jeez, I held down forward for too long. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes You just hold down a key for too long. You know? Don't call it a derp. Don't. Okay. Black is the middle. That makes that the middle. That's our marker, because I'm going to do some copy, paste, rotate. And I'll do that pretty soon. I think we're kind of there. Okay. Where'd my axe go? Where's my world edit axe? I need that. We got a noise in here from Bobby is Yoda for 44 months. Incredible. Thank you ever so much for your tremendous support, dude. Appreciate it. Okay. So we rotate 90 and then we paste. Bam. And then do the same. You know, I've done it twice by mistake, actually. Well, I was going to put it over there, but then no. Kind of looks like a little bit wimpy, you know? I'm going to say, nah, to that one. Nah. Okay. Where is the set air? There is. Okay. Virgil Dude asks if all the hermits have access to the backup. Yeah, they do. I mean, I have access to all the backups, but I use the same one everyone else has access to. Because this one's like a fair bit old. There's no squid farm. Wait, there is. Okay, so it was made after the squid farm, but yeah. And I'll be due to make another backup soon. But the thing is, once I start actually like having loads of stuff to build in the backups, I'm gonna get all muddled up, like having so many of them. Okay, so now what we can see is where this is going to be. How high up are we in the world? Oh, we've got another 100 blocks if I feel like it. Nothing to be worried about. Okay, so check this out. We go down here. We do the old copy, wherever that is. We do the old rotate, the old paste, ye old rotate twice, ye old paste. What do you think, peeps? Not bad. It's not bad at all. I feel like I need to put a honey gem at the top. Oh my god. Oh my god. We gotta build a honey gem. I've never seen a clearer vision in my life. I've never seen a clearer vision. Oh. Bisuma is pollinated. I need a pollinated skin right now. Oh jeez. My bee senses are going crazy. Or we could build like a giant bee nest. That would make no sense. I just had a total like feeling that 1, 2, 3. Apparently, I know how to build a bee crystal. It's just happening. Like my brain's all like, build the crystal. I feel like I'm connected to the hive mind all of a sudden. That's a small crystal. Get out of here. That's a wimpy crystal. Let's make a nice big fat one. We're gonna go like that. Well, actually, these shapes are like interesting. Oh, do you know what? I can use copy, paste, rotate here to my own advantage. That's the one. So I feel like that would be it, and then it would be the same thing upside down, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And we go in and go 1, 2. 2. Alright. And then 1, 2, 3. My goodness me. Okay, so this is how you do it. You do that. Then we need to expand. Expand 2. We need to expand 2 again. Now we need to copy, paste, rotate. Copy, paste, rotate. Remember the drill? Copy. Actually, it's copy, rotate, paste, but it sounds better the other way. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, there's a honey crystal about to be born. There's a honey crystal about to be born in here. You know, get educated. Now we'll start off by simply covering all of the sea lanterns. This is like a iron factory that is powered by honey. Don't ask me why, it just is. Okay. Maybe we'll crush the iron golems to death with honey blocks. That sounds satisfactory. This is gorgeous. I'm loving this. Now, the crystal shape looked good with the sea lanterns, but here's the thing. Now that we're building it with honey, we're sort of disjointing our original shape. That's why we've got to go over it multiple times. So we cover all the sea lanterns, and then we'll do like a secondary pass. I should have done copy, paste, rotate again. What? Do I not learn my own lessons? Here I am trying to teach y'all. I'm telling y'all, use the copy and paste, and then I'm not doing it myself. What kind of example am I setting? Jeez, what sort of Minecrafter am I? Okay. You know, we're almost there, I was going to say, and then I was like, that's obvious. Oh! Oh, we got a honey crystal! We are utilising the power of the honey. Apparently I missed one, says Yosnax. You better not be lying, son. You bet. Oh, you're not lying. Okay, I'll let you off. I'll let you off. Actually, it looks pretty sweet like that. I think maybe beef it out. Maybe not that way. Just one or two little spots, I think. That one right there. It might literally be it. And then yeah, down here. I think that's all it needs. Maybe actually there as well, which I was originally going to do. Oh, the blocks are real. People are saying set nighttime. Someone has a good idea, and before you know it, everyone in chat is saying it. Oh! Oh, it's powered by honey! The honey crystal is real! Make it droopy. Yeah, perfect symmetry, not always the best. You do have a point. This ties into the lore. I wanted my base to have lore. I'm kind of like new to all of this. Next season of Hermitcraft, I'm definitely not doing the mega build, time-consuming thing. Next season, I'm going to go small scale, and I'm going to put my time into lore. I'm going to put my time into story and into meaning. Right? I'm trying to do it here, and it's just crazy. It's just like, oh, okay, apparently honey crystals, you know? Apparently honey crystals. That's the equivalent of me. And it's because I've set such a big, bold build style and task. Like, it's just not feasible for me to really also invest tons of time figuring out why it's like this. So yeah, we're going to move this about though. We're going to start to build a bit of a fulcrum to hold it up here and figure out the shape of this. So let's go back to that yellow that we've sort of spruced into the build a little bit. Let's get our white concrete, maybe some iron blocks up the top here, or I might reserve those for the base area, like the structure of it all. Anyway, so if we have that coming up through here, what happened there? What happened there? That's not right. That's not right at all. So I can live with that. The yellow in there is fine. Curve the support, says Red Spearhead. The problem with curving is very difficult to get right. At least for me. By the way, 100 Grind is here subscribing with Amazon Prime. Slower is here for 9 months. We've got Classified Chaos, Melonfish, Jacob12098, Descent, XT, all subscribing. Thank you ever so much. We also got Raven for 8 months and Veggie Lover for 5 months saying, she sold seashells by the seashore since shapely seashore seashells stay scarce. Since she sells superior shells, searchers spend centuries searching for, seldom selling, simple shells. So she sustains Solid savings. How did I do? She sold seashells by the seashore since shapely seashells... nah, I give up. I give up. Jeez, trying to make me sound like an idiot on my own stream, are you? Well, your plans have been foiled. For I always sound like an idiot on my own streams. Okay. That's not a block! Now, here's a classic problem. Whenever I build with like some diagonal shape coming in, there's always this bit where I'm like, what do I do here? Now, if I just follow it in naturally, I feel like it's gonna look like a weird sort of spin top, like compared to what's below, and I don't think it'll look very nice. But we'll just do that, and then maybe figure out a way to do it different. It's actually kind of not that bad. It's really not that bad, is it? Glass! We've got a suggestion in chat to use glass. I haven't used glass anywhere here, have I? I do think we should investigate the possibility of considering the ramifications of neglecting to potentially investigate. That's actually kind of alright. Normally I'm not a fan of how that pans out. So yeah, what about glass? Like, where's the opportunity to put glass? Now, the place you want to put it is sort of in the middle, where these are in the way, so you can see the golems, but you're just going to see them fall down. So maybe down here, when we get to the killing area, we'll find like a way to build out the bottom and make that more interesting, I guess. Rainbow Vactor says, the roof part. Oh yeah, here's another thing. This farm could have actually been built closer to the ground, and then this tower might have looked a bit more proportional. You know, if you could play in creative mode all the time, all your builds would look like spot on fantastic. But yeah, hey, that's just playing survival, isn't it? By the way, there's a really nice roof design over here. Ask Scar to make a magical pylon. I could do, actually. I could show him that and go, can you just beef this up a little bit, please? Please, sir. Can I have some more, sir? Let's, okay, let's put a block there, so I can whack that and remove it. It was never there. Then come over here. Actually, I can grab that, and I need to go up one more. Now I stand in the very middle. Right, here's where some of you are going to call me a derp, right? You're going to be like, Asuma, you're a derp, you're an idiot, you don't know what you're doing. Okay, but I'm going to tell you, well, it actually looks really good from over here. Yeah, I know I don't know what I'm doing. Okay? I'm blatantly aware of that, but I've got an undo button. So why should I count? These columns need to get out of my way. I'm going to paste this. No! I'm trying to do work. You. Trying to cause trouble. Look, I need to stand here and paste. Okay. Oh, interesting. I've miscalculated something here. That's fine. Oh, that's actually not too much of a problem. So if I come here and I do that again, it looks to me like it'll probably work itself out and be okay. I need to get some of this chaos out of the room for a second. Probably need to kill all the iron golems. So if you want to kill all the one type entity in your world, /kill at E type equals iron golem. But be aware that does every single iron golem. And we had 10 of them. They're all dead and deceased and gone forever. Weasel Buster has subscribed. Dub Phillips, Intrepid Gamer. Thank you all of you for your support. I appreciate it. Right, so we can actually just boom and push all that route. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? If I had a zoom key, that's a sneaky looking pillager if I've ever seen one. So the whole height of the entire building could have been significantly different if it were not for me not realizing this. Anyway, I think you can do /shift1. Oh, okay. No, I shifted the region. You have to move. So you have an invisible region to move and copy and stuff. You move the blocks. Okay. Now they're at the height they should be. What we don't have here are the edges. Okay, so I'm going to put that and this. Okay, another trick. So walls is a way to just fill in the edges. Cyan underscore terracotta. I am. Now I can also expand again. 1, 1, 1, 1, and then do the walls, and then we got that extra little bit. I feel like I might have taken out some blocks by mistake then. So yeah, the inside of this can have the matching ceiling. It looks pretty slick if you ask me. We can put the matching floor in. There's the ceiling. I don't think we goofed up anything out here. That's good. I'm also thinking I'm going to raise this all by 1 block. Yeah, I'm going to raise it all by 1 block. Check this out. I'm going to go do that. Go over here. Whoopsie. Do that. Expand our selection way up into the sky. More than we need. Move 1 block. Bam. Oh, except those ones. We want those ones to go. We want those to go down by 1. And this means that I can just build this stuff up, so it has an extra little lip. Isn't that cool? This is going to be a gorgeous build, my friends. I can feel it now. It's starting to all click. You can use /pos2 to select your current position, says Vipro. Yeah, I always like to use the axe though, so it feels a little bit more comfortable to do it that way around. Well done, it's so OP, says Buffalo Chips. Well, it's a tool, isn't it? I think that creative building is fantastic. I also think survival is fantastic. I really like it when they make survival easier, to do more. Flying around in survival wouldn't really make sense, right? It'd feel a bit cheaty. But I think being able to build easier in survival makes it more rewarding. Building creative, it's only the build that feels rewarding, not so much the process. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a little waffling, really. Just being a waffle. Let's go and focus on getting one of these corners finished so we can like copy, paste, rotate and do a little bit of that. And yeah, to there for now. We'll figure out this top bit in a minute. So we go like this all the way up to now. We want to get our selection to come right to the middle, so we do that. Then we go stand in the middle, which will be this block here, and we're going to do some copy, paste, rotate. Actually, what happens when we look upwards? Copy, rotate 90, paste, rotate 90, paste, rotate 90, paste. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So now it's equal on all sides. Looking pretty slick, I'd say. So I think here at the top... Oh wait, was that 3 high? Yeah, it was. Okay, so that makes... Hang on, let's knock all of this off. Yeah, it was. It was just that bit there that was probably like awkward to look at. Let's get a little bit of this going on. Yeah, not sure about that. I feel like I want to get something a little more circular out of it. But then if I do that, it's going to kind of look a bit weird. What about that? That's actually going to work. I think I'm going to go with that. That actually looks pretty cool. I think we found our finishing touch up the top here. Isn't that cool? Put a small beacon in the crystal, please. Ooh. Ooh. If we could get more beacons, then that would be a real thing. Now, I think the beacon beam can shine through all this stuff. Let's go put a little beacon beam down here. I thought... I know it goes through sea lanterns. Oh, it doesn't! It's probably the sea lantern that it doesn't go through. Well... That being said, there's no reason I can change that. Let's go set... Time set... 18, 1, 2, 3. And we shall... Set thy honey block. Ew! Oh, do you know what? I've got to put like yellow on it, haven't I? And, you know, where do I go put it? Oh, apparently it might shine through glowstone. I don't have a lot of glowstone. But glowstone is the light source behind here. You might... Nah, it probably will look about 10 times better behind there, won't it? I don't have glowstone, so it'll be sea lanterns for now. Could change that at a later date. Let's go grab some old Elo. I was just thinking, like, this could go here. Oh, it'd probably be better as orange, wouldn't it? But then, can I get away with, like... Oh, it doesn't connect, so probably not, actually. Yeah, I could totally get Scar to come over here and do his whole magic and make it even more glorious. Right, let's go and make this a little bit lower. Put that at the bottom though, so now it's orange all the way through. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is made considerably tricky by the overlapping blocks we have here. So I'm going to have to rebuild those. That's fine, and those, because they'll all end up at the wrong spot. There might be a clever way to circumvent that. It's actually here that I need to create the selection, I guess. No, it's not. It's a little bit lower. Okay, so from there to here, then expand, you know, probably doesn't need to be more than 60. How far down can we lower this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's start off with the lowest we can go. So we move it down by 9. Oh, that looks like a nice fit, doesn't it? Okay, now we're going to undo. This time we're going to move it down by 7. Okay, now we're going to undo and then move it by 6, I think. I feel like it's important to see a bit more of the shape of it, you know? Right, having seen that, let's undo and then move it down by 5. That's the one. That's the one right there. You need to see a bit more of the bottom, I think, is the deal. Now the other thing we'll do is something on the inside. This is a detail that I don't think will really reveal itself from a distance, but that's fine. We've got loads of mobs in here. We built a mob spawner by mistake. Okay, what we're gonna... Oh, actually, we could do that. That's probably the best way to do it, I think. Ah! Okay, there we go. Kind of incredible. Now mobs are going to spawn all over it, and eventually we'll have all the carpets that we can put on it, right? Oh, there's so many farms I want to build. I want to build a sheep farm. So replace the orange terracotta with glass. We could actually put more honey going on in here and have more emanation. You know, now that we got that at the top, I feel like it looks weirder having yellow down the bottom here, to be fair. feels like all of our attention has been brought up here. Let's go ahead and take a selection like that. And what we'll do is we'll replace our yellow terracotta with, what was the suggestion for? Orange. I think it was for orange glass. Which, for some reason, I know why. It's stained. Stained. It should have a bit more universality here. Is it not stained? Orange. Oh, it's orange stained glass. Okay, so they do have universality. I'm just being an idiot. Now we could put honey underneath that and lights underneath it. Let's go and undo. And let's try replacing it this time with honey. Now if it had glowstone there as well, I feel like it would be good, but maybe the colour would be just too much the same. There's a phantom up there. Don't you know I'm in creative mode, mate? Right, let's do one other little change. We're going to expand. Let's just go 30's enough. Replace sea lantern with glowstone. Oh, that does look better, doesn't it? But I don't have access to glowstone at the moment, so we'll change it later on. Please mix orange and yellow glass in the beacon. So what you're saying is that colour's too orange, right? And you want a mix. I think that's what you're saying. Okay, yellow. That's a little bit more of a matching colour, isn't it? I think that's a detail we don't really have to worry about too much right now. I think I'm going to leave it like that with the yellow there for now. I think we could get too drawn into making that look interesting. Although, it does kind of feel like it would look really good having light shining through. We've got to experiment a little bit, haven't we? Let's make one of these and just see. So, let's try it with honey blocks, because it lets the light through. Also, some light around here wouldn't be a bad thing by the looks of it. What's above my head? Oh, more of these. Okay, this is a bit slow really, isn't it? Honey blocks, sea lanterns. I think maybe there's actually where we don't worry about it so much. Right. It is nice, but I'm not terribly sold on it. I think I'm happy with it being this basically. Okay. Too much honey, yeah, that's basically it, right? Someone said that orange glass looked better. Yeah, but then you got to surround the orange glass with other blocks and stuff as well. I think we'll just go with that. I think we're in a good spot here. One other thing we might want to do is that. Just soften these corners. That does look better. That looks so much better. Someone said end rods. Nah, I don't think they're going to work here. I mean, what would be nice is like a glowstone with a different texture that wasn't so spotty and kind of cobblestoney. Like a smooth glowstone texture would look great because it emits the light and stuff. But no, this is great. Now, as well as this, we've got to figure out the backside. And I've had some ideas while we've been placing all these blocks. I think I had a different idea. Now I've looked at it again with this up top, I think I know what I'm going to do. So, first of all, see you later, mate. Oh, you didn't survive. Oh, it's a tragedy. Poor little zombie, R.I.P. Right. What this looks like on the inside over here, yeah, I don't know. But if we continue this thing going down... Also, does it need to be night? I think we established the glory of the crystal. Okay, now... Can we build this into a structure where we hide our little item water stream coming up through here? And it's going to be tricky. What is with the mobs? Just why are you hanging out here, mate? It's not your base. It's my base, all right? I think I'm going to cough again. Joss Parker, great suggestion with the redstone lamp. Sorry, the redstone torch. But we've moved on. Top Niche Gaming has subscribed. Spores IGB has subscribed, and so has IDAN000. Thank you ever so much, peeps. Truly appreciate it. How about lava running down the top? That's probably a pretty cool idea. It could almost be done. It probably could be done, actually. Yeah, it could be done with lava. Oh, I really want to try that now. It's gonna be bright, it's cheesy. Nah, cheesy lava, no. Right, I feel like by trying to keep the same gradient, it's just not looking good to do that. We need to think different about this. So I reckon this basically probably has to come out and then go down and around some sort of box that we're going to put here. That box is going to elevate all the materials. So we're going to use iron blocks. That's too big. I'm going to abandon the idea of using the ye old iron golem elevator. That goes a long way. Whoa! Tell you what, we'll use this. Okay. Wait a minute, I've got to make it. Got to make it iron blocks. Let's guess, 40 blocks. I did that wrong. I am supposed to be stacking 40 blocks. And if it's not good enough, go a little bit further. Looks like it's not good enough. Let's go 50 blocks. Bam. Let's go 60 blocks. Bam. Okay, we're pretty close now. Yeah, so bringing the items up to the top here, the water stream would come out around this sort of level. We would want it to flow to one side, then to the other. Let's close off this gap. Okay, we're gonna have chests, right? Chests to store iron. Not gonna have a crazy amount, but we'll start with the middle. So we would probably want them to. These are just going to be like rough ideas of where they're going to go. Yeah, height is a problem here. Maybe I have like a lip, an opening to step down into them, get an extra level. This could go higher, so actually there is... Oh, don't blow up my chest. So it looks like we can make this about 4 tall. There'll be hoppers all across the back. We can make it 5 wide, maybe even wider. But the idea is, where do the water streams go? That's the question. So, row of hoppers at the back. This thing's got to go out and to one side. So, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It would end there, which is kind of problematic. When you're working with water streams, you've got to remember that the end of the water stream, there's stuff in my head wherever I'm trying to move. The end of the water stream needs to, basically this thing's going to come out from the side. It's going to come out from that side, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that can be ice, and then the water stream here can just go straight across. So with that, we're going to need blocks at this level here, and then we're going to make it symmetrical, of course. So we essentially need like a bulge at the top like that. Okay, now this thing could potentially go down the back, but when it goes down over here, it's not actually touching the iron where you might think it's going to. So we can maybe use that to our advantage here. So it could then every so often have like a connection to here. That could be going up and going down. Do we want to connect it to this wall over here like we've done everywhere else? I think we can. I think we can do it. Because we start off with that. I think there's potential here for something that will work. That makes me happy. Okay? That makes me happy. AJBB 1279 is here with the cheers and the bits, so maybe put glowstone or lava in the honey crystal at the top of your base. We have put sea lanterns inside of it because it is the only material I have access to, and we will replace it with glowstone later on when I have glowstone to do so. AJBB, thank you for the cheers and bits. Super Saint says, I'm a new Minecraft streamer, you got any tips? I like to give tips. I like it when people are a little bit more specific about what they're asking for, right? I don't know if you mean tips as in how to set up your computer, what software you should be using, what you should be talking about. There's many different aspects. What type of Minecraft you should be playing. If you're more specific, I can probably be more helpful. Okay, let's go like that. Gonna get rid of that one. So then this would be at this height here, I guess. Now we'll come back to the bulge later on. Let's just see how we feel about. I think actually following it like that might be a bad idea. Also, I just realised this is very different from that, and I might want to stick to that, but maybe not. But maybe not. Maybe I want to be a rebel. From here, though, it looks good. It feels like this is its own kind of structure. Do you know what else I keep thinking about? Iron bars. Like maybe we don't ever use that. Maybe we have like iron bars coming across. Or maybe they come across here. Not sure if we should use that or not. Anyway, let's mark up this. It's got a... It's nice when it's odd. Let's say we go with the higher. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. So then 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that puts it here. And I guess that wouldn't actually be there, would it? It could actually go to the height where it supports the bulge. So go there. The bulge is here. Bulge comes out to hide the water stream. Alright. Does that sort of work? Many questions. Kind of looks like we'd get away with that. It kind of looks alright. This is a really weird build. This is a really weird build, but I like it. I do think that maybe the shape at the back should be entirely different with the white concrete. Yeah, that's all going to change. I'm going to get rid of that. I feel like now that we've got the detail on top, it makes sense for all that to be kind of plain. Johnny says it's pretty ugly. Thanks. It's, Jeez, now you got me questioning myself. Now you got me questioning myself. I feel like if we extenuated the back out here straight down, it would take away from that weird feeling that the structure ain't quite right. So let's experiment with that for a moment instead of this. It might help the bit of the back feel a bit more stable as well. And now we've got loads of great, nice, kind messages in chat. Thank you so much, peeps. I do appreciate that you like it. You can't please everyone, can you? I'm just very aware that what I'm building is kind of like very toyish. And I wasn't really shooting for toyish originally. But, hey, you know, it should be about having fun. And I'm having fun. So that's what counts. Okay, so I think what I'm looking to do is that. Well, that looks kind of nice the way that turns into a panel. But that won't... Will that happen again? No, it still needs to drop back in. I'm just trying to push out... Okay, so where was what? That's there. But then I want to go straight down. So if I push it in by one block... And then do... Is that what I'm doing? I think that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that. Then here... Yeah, okay. Are we starting to make sense? I think I'm doing it. It's a little bit confusing, but I think that's what we're looking for. Yeah, that feels about right. Let's set white underscore concrete. Bam. Gablammy. Something like that. It really does take away from that awkwardness. I think it might make more sense to remove that at the back. Yeah, no, we've still got this weird like lip thing going on that I don't like. Or maybe I'm supposed to bring this out. Like, if that goes there, then this comes out by 2. I'm really not sure. That looks weird too. I feel like this is all kind of crazy. So how about in chat you type before or after? Before as to how it was, after for what it's like now, basically. Like, do we want to go in this direction so the backside is flat? It's mixed, but I'm definitely seeing more before than after. Okay. Well, I don't have an undo button for all the blocks that I've placed. Let's go put some of this back together, I guess. Yeah, what's a little bit frustrating now is that after experimenting with that, like what am I going? Oh, we still do have some of it. That's cool. We've got a little bit of it left, so I can pick up where I left off, kind of thing. Maybe another thing we could try with this is rather than focusing on how spaced out they are, like put a lot of them in. Yeah, it doesn't quite line up in places, but I can figure that out. And that, I think, is really well and truly on the right path. It would just be the base that needs figuring out. The very bottom of it, that is. That's a crazy looking build right there. A crazy looking build. Definitely needs more trees around it, but yeah, and I'll stand out. And when there's a few more of them around the place, it's going to look awesome, I tell you. But hey, every time we build one of these, it's a learning step, right? I'm going to build the... oh, you can see some of my other disastrous experimentations. Let's go have a look at that. After I... That looks so weird, that big square from over there. In fact, I might take a picture of this. Use it as the thumbnail or something. Just because it looks so bizarre. Oh, what did I just do? What did I just do? Let's try it again. Right, anyway. Yeah, when we build the squid tower, this one here, we're going to build it shorter, I think, which it will naturally be. And its landing bay is going to be smaller. It's just going to be here, basically. I'm looking forward to building that now. But over here, I have been trying to get like curved shapes going. And it ain't really been coming together. It's very difficult. Yeah. By the way, Mage914 subscribe to Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much, Mage. I appreciate you subscribing ever so much. Very kind of you to do that. Peeps, this is going to be the end of my live stream. I thank you all for tuning in. Thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. As always, I appreciate your support ever so much. And let's go run a raid. We're going to raid Zul'jin. He's playing some Minecraft again. Modded Minecraft by the looks of it. I'm also going to be shooting off, so tell Zul'jin I said all the best and all that. Anyway, you can hit the raid button in chat if you like. There's some weird new thing that Twitch have done with the raid. I don't know what that means. But hey, hit the raid button if you can. That's it from me. Thanks for watching, peeps. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.